This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Stuff You Should Know is brought to you by Grainger. Grainger knows that if you're an HVAC technician and a call comes in, you need a partner that helps you find the right product, fast and hassle-free. And you know that when the first problem of the day is a clanking blower motor, there's no need to break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product details, you can be confident that soon you'll have everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, and welcome to the Short Stuff. I'm Josh, and there's Chuck, and this is Short Stuff, the Urban Legend from Chihuahua edition.
Yeah, I'd never heard of this. This is kind of fun. You found this, I think, La Pascualita, bridal shop mannequin, or embalmed corpse. And that's from Lauren David at How Stuff Works.
Yeah, for sure. And so La Pascualita is a bridal shop mannequin and has been keeping up her side of the bargain since the 1930s.
By being a mannequin?
Yeah, that's a long-lived mannequin.
Yeah.
I mean, how many mannequins do you think are at Macy's that were put to work in the 1930s?
Just old Marge.
Okay, one out of thousands, right? So that in and of itself is pretty impressive. But what makes La Pascualita even more impressive, or more interesting even, is that a lot of people, especially in the Chihuahua area, believe that she's not a mannequin at all, that she's actually an embalmed corpse, specifically the embalmed corpse of the original owner of La Popular bridal dress shop in Chihuahua, Mexico.
That's right. I urge you to go, when you can safely do so, look up pictures of La Pascualita, and specifically just put in as your search term, La Pascualita mannequin hands.
Yeah.
Because that is one of the creepiest parts of this mannequin are these, it looks like no mannequin hands that I've seen. They look like, at worst, like a Madame Tussauds dummy hands.
I would say even more detail than that. I've never seen more lifelike, non-life hands in my life.
You ever been to Madame Tussauds?
I have, and I'm telling you,
Okay.
This mannequin hasn't beat.
Well, the story of La Pascualita, it's an urban legend, and usually when there's an urban legend, you can't pinpoint like any headcanon. It's usually just a story kind of passed around that morphs and changes, and that's probably the case here. But as the story goes, in the 1930s, she's known as the Corpse Bride, was going to get married, and her mom, there's a couple of different versions. One was her mother was not in favor of the marriage, and the daughter, it like broke her heart, so she died. I saw other versions where she was bitten by a black widow, or there are other sort of like bug stings and bites that killed her, depending on who's telling the story.
Separately, not all at once,
right.
Just depending on the story.
Right. And that Mama was so distraught that she had her daughter's body mummified or embalmed, and said, "You're going to live in my window as the corpse bride forevermore."
Right. Yeah, which is kind of sweet in a lot of ways.
Kind of.
The woman, by the way, that you're speaking of, who had her daughter embalmed, is named Pascuala Esparza, the owner of the bridal shop in the 30s when La Pascualita made her debut. And local people said, "Look at those hands. I don't know what Madame Tussauds is yet, but this beats them."
Yeah.
Never seen hands like that in my entire life. But also, doesn't that mannequin bear a very strong resemblance to Pascuala's daughter, who's now dead? I think that's really odd.
Did you think she did? I didn't think she looked a whole lot like her.
No, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
There's a reason why she didn't look a whole lot like. There's a picture that you're referring to, I think, on the internet where it shows a picture of Pascuala's daughter and then a picture of La Pascualita, the mannequin, right?
Yeah, that sounds like a great cliffhanger.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back. Hey, everybody. I want to talk to you a little bit about Tide Evo because it represents over 10 years of innovation and product development. Tide Evo is a first-of-its-kind technology where tens of thousands of minuscule fibers are spun together to form a 6 times powerful layer packed with scrubbers, brighteners, pre-treaters, and fresheners. And that's going to deliver a breakthrough clean that's so powerful, it feels like magic.
Yeah, it is kind of like magic. Tide Evo is revolutionary. A 100% concentrated, waterless laundry tile that's made of compressed microfiber soap layers rather than liquid or powder. And it's not like pods or sheets because it uses 6 layers of detergent fibers to deliver superior cold water cleaning without plastic packaging of any kind. And it provides a mess-free, lightweight solution that dissolves lickety-split. So whenever you run into a laundry challenge, turn to Tide Evo. It's revolutionary. It's magic. Try new Tide Evo. Real laundry magic.
On eBay, every find has a story. Like if you're looking for a vintage band tee, not just a tee, the band tee from the last show your favorite band ever played. You wore it everywhere. Then your girlfriend started wearing it, which was cute until she dumped you and took it with her, which was not so cute.
Yeah, well, anyway, now you're on eBay. And there it is. Same tee from the same tour. Still living in your memory, rent-free forever.
See, the things you love have a way of finding their way back to you. But eBay isn't just for getting whatever your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend stole back, right?
No, it's also for that rare championship foul ball you caught, then heroically gave to the kid next to you. And where else are you going to find your first car? The one you wish you'd never sold. But now, finally get the chance to take it back home. For good this time.
So shop eBay for millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Stuff you should know. Stuff you should know.
All right, I'm hanging. Let's hear it.
Oh, okay. Well, the reason that the mannequin, La Pascualita, doesn't look anything like the daughter of Pascuala that is shown in that picture is that the woman in the picture is not the daughter of Pascuala Esparza.
Oh.
There was no daughter of Pascuala Esparza.
Okay, has that been super confirmed? Because I saw How Stuff Works dug up a woman named Teresa Cordova who did a dissertation in 2012 from the University of New Mexico that had to do with this. Went down to the shop to interview the, I don't know if it's still the same family. That's one thing I couldn't find.
I don't believe it is, but it's the shop's been open the whole time, but I believe it's changed hands.
All right. Changed creepy mummified hands. I had an interview lined up with the manager. The manager did not show up for the interview. Mm-hmm. And they said that, she got back in touch and they said, no, we think it's bad luck. So we're not going to do this interview. And she proposed, hey, this is all just a marketing thing because I have done some pretty extensive public record searching and I have not found that this daughter exists. So they're not going to do this interview because it's negative publicity and this thing's a great marketing tool.
Yeah, that's what I was basing it on, Cordova's research.
Okay.
That she searched for obituaries, church documents at the local church, historical records, and found no record of Pascuala Esparza having a daughter or at all, let alone one that died. That's how I take it.
Okay. As far as whether or not this could be a embalmed human being, not only did How Stuff Works interview some embalmers and people in the funeral industry, but I got on Reddit, the source for all information.
Sure.
And there were quite a few embalmers who weighed in, and all of them said, there's just no way, like the most super plus 2.0 embalming that you could ever do on somebody, if you really wanted someone to last a long time for some weird reason, there's just no way it would last this long, especially in these conditions.
Like La Pascualita, if it were an embalmed corpse, first of all, this is like it's been standing in a sunny, bright window for 90 years.
Yeah, in Chihuahua.
That alone says, nope, not a corpse. Thing would have rotted by now. It would certainly not look like it does today, which is in pretty good shape, right? The second thing is there are corpses out there that have been embalmed and kept preserved for a very long time, like Lenin's corpse. I don't remember when he died, but I think it was the 30s as well. And if you look at him, he's still looking okay.
Not bad.
He's clearly a corpse, but also he's kept under extremely specific conditions. There's a team of people whose job it is to keep him up to snuff.
Fresh, yeah.
Yeah, essentially. And over the years, through all of these updates and like freshen ups, he's basically been turned into rubber.
Yeah.
So you couldn't just embalm a corpse once, stand it up in a dress shop window for 90 years, and it would look like that. It just wouldn't. So yes, if you're a professional embalmer, you're like, this is not a corpse. It's just not a corpse.
Yeah, much less change the clothes on this thing.
Right.
I mean, I didn't find any information on that, but unless she's wearing the bridal dress from the 1930s, is that true?
I found that there's so she supposedly has varicose veins in her legs.
I tried to find a picture of that, but I couldn't find one.
Okay, here's why. Because that piece of information that's bandied about as evidence that she's actually
Not
a
true.
corpse came from, I don't know if it's true or not, but it really fits into the idea of an urban legend where a woman, unnamed, who supposedly worked in the dress shop, who knows, and was responsible for changing La Pascualita, is the one who said that she had varicose veins. That woman might not exist either.
Right.
So again, we're just following the steps of a great urban legend where it just over time somebody said it became a really interesting thing. It's way more interesting than that's a really strange mannequin that they've had since the 1930s, and the dress shop itself is like, no, we're not gonna rebuke this or dispute it. Like, it's great. It brings people to our bridal shop.
Yeah. Did they ask the lady when she said, and she also has varicose veins? I've seen them. Were they like, is that a blue pin in your front pocket?
What pocket? Apparently, also, there was another thing that's frequently said, like, oh, well, this is great evidence, too, that the owner requires that La Pascualita be changed from dress to dress behind a drawn curtain.
Oh, well, sure.
So if she were a mannequin, why would you care?
Right.
But there is one question I have, Chuck, that I find fascinating. Nowhere on the internet is there even a suggestion of the manufacturer of that mannequin.
Oh, right.
Or mention of any other mannequins that have hands like that. Nobody's stepped up and been like, look, she comes from the line of Crazy Hands from, Nerf Co. that made mannequins back in the 30s. There's nothing like that out there. So I really do wonder who made that mannequin. It's really interesting. And I think that, too, is helping keep things going.
Maybe it was Vincent Price.
It could have been.
Very creepy. Look at those hands, everybody. I'm telling you.
I think to make it even more creepy, we should just sit here in silence for 30 seconds before we finish.
Really? All right. I guess we're doing this. I'm going to say short stuff's out, and then I'm just going to sit here. Short stuff's out.
Stuff You Should Know is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.